All right. Today's story is in Osceola National Forest in December of 1987. We was camped at the East Tower, and me and my good friend Charles Taylor decided to hunt off 205, Forest Road 205. So anyways, he had got another rifle. Some guy owed him a bunch of money. So he swapped out the money. The guy had a Winchester bolt action 300 Winchester Magnum rifle. Scope, nice scope, the whole 9 yards. So anyways, Charles decided he was going to hunt with that. So anyways, we get out there off 205, and we get it's in the evening time. We're hunting in the evening. We get in there. I went off the little woods road there. We had went in, walked in probably about, 500 yards. And I turned off to the left. I went back up over there on the hill. Charles kept going. He kept going probably another, probably 500-600 yards on down. And he turned in to the right over there. And he was backed up on a swamp there, footing with his back to the swamp, looking out on the hill. So anyways, we get up there, I get my stand, rocks on. I don't know, I've been up there probably 2 hours. And man, it sounded like a bomb going off. Boom. It was real still. It was kind of cool that evening. And it's dead still. There wasn't nothing, no sound, no wind, no birds. It was just dead. And he touched that rifle off over there where he was at. And that sounded like he was standing right beside me. So anyways, I sat there a few minutes. I said, well, I can't stand it. I got to go over there. So I come down at the stand. I started easing over there that way. And I got out there where he could see me. He went to hollering. He said, he's out there. He's out there, straight out there. I said, all right. So I went almost to the tree where he was and about, and then I went straight out from the tree. And I kept walking, and I'd stop, and I'd look back at Charles, and he's steady waving, pointing out there ahead of me. So I keep walking, right across the hill, walking. I look back, Charles is steady pointing out that way. And I keep going. Went on out there. I said, this damn deer's got to be right here. And he was still pointing out there. So I kept going, and I run up on an old fire trail had grown over. And I thought, now I know good and well that deer wasn't walking in this fire trail here, not where he's at. And I turned and I looked to my right, and about 15 yards to my right lay that little spike, stone dead. Yes, sir. So I eased over there and flew him. Got to looking at him. I said, man, what in the world is going on here? Charles had hit that deer right where the shoulder is. The deer must have been standing broadside. And right where the shoulder would be at, Charles hit that deer right at the top of the spine, and it blew out a chunk of meat, spine, meat, everything. Probably a good 6 inches worth. 6 inches long by probably 3 or 4 inches down into the back. Just blew it out. Looked like you'd cut it with a knife. Cut a hunk of meat out of there. So, man, I looked at that deer, and I looked over there where he was. I can barely see him over there. And he's hollering, so I can't even understand what he's hollering. So he gets down. Oh, yeah. The main part is, when I originally had walked up there where Charles was, and I looked up at him in that tree, it looked like he'd been in a knife fight or something. I said, what in the world? Anyway, that big rifle, he'd had it too close to his head when he shot, and he wasn't used to all that big rifle like that. And it split his eye right above his eye. Yes, sir. And he had blood running all down him. So anyways, got the deer, he come down. He made it out there. I'm telling you right now, it was over 400 yards. That's right. It was over 400 yards. But that's the longest shot I've ever seen. Known of anybody taking that I was around. But yeah. Just another old story. And just out here in the woods today. Been riding a 4-wheeler. All right. Everybody say go Gators.